Okay, hi, my name is Lafina, this is Janetta, this is Philip, and we are going to be talking about
A Long Way Gone.
A Long Way Gone, beautiful book. It's about memories of a war soldier. It's very good, actually, like very good.
Yeah.
Video
And I think that this book is very mysterious and interesting. Like you don't know what's going to happen next, but at the same time, it's like very straightforward. Like you can understand what's going to happen, but you don't know what's going to happen after. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah,
That's true, very true. This book is just very heartbreaking. Like it really gets to your soul and your spirit inside. And when you really think of it, if you sit down and you think of it when you're reading it, you're just like, oh my god, this shit actually. I mean, this. Erase that. This stuff actually happens. It's like so sad to really think about it. And for him to write so detailed, it actually you can actually imagine it when you're reading it, which makes it so good.
Yeah. Whenever I read, I can imagine
it's not one of those books where you're like,
I can feel.
It's kind of it's kind of like you're watching a movie but you're reading.
I know.
And then oh my god! And then when you're reading, you just can't stop. It's just like
I know.
I don't want to.
And it's so tragic. Like you can feel for example, whenever he sees the death of somebody else, you can imagine
you can just
you
feel it like you were right there watching
visualize
it.
in my mind.
Yes, it's like we're watching a movie, but we're actually reading.
This book is so tragic. Yeah, this book is so tragic, and at the same time, this guy, Ismail Bear, he's very brave man. Who, at his young age, he's been through a lot of hardships.
Most that
and
we wouldn't.
He would keep going forward. He would never
didn't
give
lose
up.
hope.
He even though he had lots of loss in his life, he kept going forward to achieve his dreams. He had a hope to find his family. Yeah, and then. But then on his way, something's going to happen, which you guys don't know yet. But
so tragic.
Yeah.
Philip, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think he's a brave guy because on the chapter 8, he decided to flee from his friend. He went to a separate way.
Yeah, to be more independent.
His friends refused to leave, right? And he filled his pocket with some fruits and he leave.
Yeah, because he just felt like he had no choice, and it was just him and his friend, and he really sat down and thought about it. And his friend's just I can't anymore, and he's just like I have to push to see my family, and that's what really actually keeps the book more interesting.
Yeah.
It's just to see the push that he gives himself to go even farther.
I know, and then I think that another most important thing is that I wrote down on my notes that even though he's separated from his friends, he his friends actually played a really really big role in his life.
His friends were his family.
because they helped him to show him and find a very good pathway that he followed. Throughout this book. Yeah.
It's true, very true, very true. So we're all in different chapters right now because we all have different speeds of reading. He's in chapter
9.
I'm on chapter 10 and a half. I'm
in chapter 17.
And she's over there.
No. But I think we would be all done. But then we have different situations.
Yeah, we just had we got more class time than we could have been on. Anyways, so we're all gonna talk about our responses to what because I really don't want to go through the whole book right now because So we're gonna all talk about our different responses, and these are from the chapters that we're reading. So her response is gonna be completely different.
It's going to be different.
It's gonna be a huge surprise for me and him, but whatever.
Yeah, you guys are going to read this.
So you go first.
This book, the memorable events in this book is the boy tried to flee from the rebels, and because he became frustrated with living in fear. So his friend refused to leave, so he decided to leave by himself, and he filled his pocket with some fruits and he tried to head to the west.
Yeah, he was more independent.
Yeah, and he tried to survive by on the way by eating nameless fruits I don't know, it's shaped like lemons.
Oh yeah, when he was in the forest, right?
And he has to sleep. And he has to sleep on the branches of the trees. And he has to run as fast as he can to stay away from the wild animals.
Yeah, and I think the word that you said, fear, it stuck to my mind because I remember how Ismail, he was so frightened, how he was shaking.
It's true.
And I could feel it. It was
the funny moment is he climb on the trees.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and the
first.
pig went through. And
The wild pig,
went
the
through.
wild boar, yeah.
Yeah, and he got off of the tree, and the new one coming.
Oh yeah,
And
because
he
he was doing something like this spiritual thing that his grandmother was talking about.
Yeah.
I forgot what the whole story about. It was very significant, and
Yeah.
when you were talking about that, the wild boar is very significant.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in chapter 10 and a half, so I'm not really talking about chapter 10 right now, but I'm actually talking about like one part that. So I said after reading today, a memorable moment or event for me was when in A Long Way Gone was the one that really caught my eye just because it kind of related to me at the same time was One Love, when they had that One Love, and One Love for the rebels stood for like they had their messengers, and when the messengers would go like this, the rebels would cut off all the messengers' fingers and just keep the thumb, and the thumb would mean One Love. Yeah. This thumb would mean One Love, and that would mean One Love through with the rebels and saying like, oh, we're fighting for each other, we're brothers, even though we're killing off innocent people. But as growing up, as a child, and especially how I'm Jamaican, and that quote, One Love, is from Bob Marley, who is Jamaican. Growing up, my mom, who's a real big reggae fan, would tell me that One Love, she would be like, oh, One Love is for us to love each other, like, we're all brothers. Reggae is like, Bob Marley?
Bob Marley, the singer.
Oh, yeah, like, it's that reggae is Bob Marley, right? So my mom would always tell me that One Love meant that we're supposed to love each other, we're all brothers and sisters, and it would be more positive, and that really caught my eye that they would use One Love for a rebels group, which is doing only negative stuff, and it doesn't really show One Love because it's killing off innocent people. And growing up,
I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, right? Growing up, I knew that One Love meant, like, I was supposed to love each other rather than, for it something negative. So that's what really caught my eye. And also something that actually caught my eye, too, was when every time that they kept getting caught by the villagers, and you know how they had those people trying to kill them, and then they had that music, and the music would just, like, save them. That was pretty, like...
Yeah, I can
What's that? Why? I just really want to know, why is that music so, like... I don't know, why does it save... That music's like something. It means something. Because always...
like his rap cassette would always save
his
him.
life. Like,
yeah, because whenever the villagers, they would want to kill, this cassette
like,
would fall off his pocket.
They'd be like, what's this?
Yeah, and
he'd be like, what's this? And then they'd be like, music. And then they'd be like, so
And they
shocked.
would play it, and then, because people would never listen to the music. And it was like such a good thing.
It was
for
like
them.
rap music too, right?
Yeah, it
and
was
this
so
is in Africa,
surprising.
so it's completely different for their
And then also
genre.
he would dance under the song. So
yeah, that was really good. So, your turn.
Okay, so right now I'm in chapter 16, 17, 15, I think, but I'm going to summarize the whole chapters. So after reading today, I was wondering about what will happen to Ishmael Bear's future life after all these terrible things that have happened to him, and his life like really changed. Especially, I think that the turning point was when you guys.
Just keep on going.
Okay. So you're going to read it later, but I think the most turning point is going to be when he's going to join the military. Well, he didn't want to join, but it was the only way to escape running away. He didn't want to run from rebels anymore. He now
he kind of just gave up on that.
Yeah, he became a soldier, but he also became a murderer because he was killing a lot of people.
Innocent?
Yeah, innocent people, like other villagers. They would kill other villagers in order to get food and get like clothes and everything.
The military?
Yeah, military.
Of their country?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's not rebels though. Yeah, it's something else.
Early in the book, they use the military as like they're positive and they're fighting.
I know, but they're going to kill other villagers as well. So I'm really confused too. But,
oh my God.
But yeah, and then also I think that Israel's future is going to change because he's going to start doing drugs. He's going to and he's going, but. And he will think, like, he was brainwashed by this military that, the gun is the only thing that could protect him. Like, he has a gun, and in order to protect him, he has to kill, and that's the only way. And
so he's just driving on that.
Yeah, and I think that's so wrong. And, personally, I think that, I hope that he's going to change, because, sometimes I have questions, why is he doing this? Like, what for? Where will he end up? And will he keep killing other villagers for a very long period of time? And does he have hope? Like, does he still have a hope?
Did he lose all his ambitions?
And then is this cruel experience somehow is going to change him again? Like, will he
make him less a boy?
Yeah, because he couldn't even remember his past memories.
He couldn't even remember his childhood memories. That's the whole book.
Yeah, even if you could try all his mind would be stuffed with all this negative stuff about like killing and stuff. So I think that I hope that Ismail can go and pass through all this pain, and somehow he could find a love that will bring him back and will melt his frozen heart. Yeah.
That is really, really interesting.
Yeah. So another thing is that in chapter 17 that I almost finished is also about how he, for the military they have a nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had like lots of injuries, and this nurse, like, she was super nice, and I think that she gave him a present, and in the present, like when he opened it, it was a cassette of rap music. Yeah, and he was so happy, and that's when he brought back his memories.
His happiness came back.
Yeah, I was so happy to read that he had a smile again on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so amazing. And then I think he kind of started to like a nurse or something, but his friend, he was always teasing her, oh, I think she likes you, but he was like, no, she's older than me. But I think that they're going to have some kind of relationship, and I know, and it kind of relates to people in real life.
Humans.
I think that it relates in a way that one person, at least one person, if it enters your life, he can change or she can change everything.
Yeah, a person can change you from that dark place and bring you to the right.
Yeah, so I think
the whole story.
I think it's very
important.
important.
Met a lot of good people, like the fisherman on the chapter 9.
Yeah, and I think these people are really helping him to to achieve something that's very good. And I think this nurse is going to help him to find true himself. And to start a happy life again. And I personally don't think that age matters, because I know the love between two people, who treasure each other and love each other, can be very great. And however, something else that I'm worried about is Ishmael's health, because in the book I've read that he had lots of bruises and scars, and from the bullet. So I wonder what's going to happen. So that's all for today.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Say bye.
Yeah, guys.
Bye bye.